What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the studio. So, Dead by Daylight's reaching its 5th year. That's amazing. This game is actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. This game, I feel, is what brings a gaming community together, and horror fans as well too. I mean, it's not too serious. It's not like everybody got to be a pro at the game, but the game is really fun, and I'm glad they reached their 5th year because some games nowadays have to kind of fall off the map, and I wouldn't say it's up there with like PUBG, Fortnite, and all them other games, but it's close. It's close because it does have a lot of hype behind it. A lot of buzz around the game is also amazing as well. But at the end of the day, you like what you like. You just don't be a dick about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, next week, or not next week, but on the 25th of May, we are getting a broadcast live stream from the Dead by Daylight crew. And they're going to show off a new Resident Evil character that's going to be put in the game, and also maybe a survivor. I don't know. They just said something for Resident Evil is going to be joining us in Dead by Daylight. I don't know if they said a survivor and a killer, maybe 2 survivors and 1 killer, or 2 survivors and 2 killers. That's reaching for the stars right there on that one, though. But that's a reach. But I can sit here and say that I am hyped for it. Now, we're not going to talk about the Resident Evil video because of the fact, or Resident Evil, showcase, because I already did a video about that. What I really want to talk about is what they're going to do afterwards, or what they're going to do on said stream. Now, like I said, this is a reach, and you can sit there and say, no, you're wrong, all that jazz. But I mean, it's wishful thinking, and why not think? Why not wish for things? Now, with the Resident Evil, DLC coming out soon, I think it says chapter 20, I believe. With that coming out, there's going to be like 2 kill, maybe a survivor killer, some patches, some clothing. So I'm pretty sure some of the characters, some of the survivors, they're going to end up getting like special Raccoon City gear, or maybe special Resident Evil gear. I don't know. Same thing for the killers. Maybe some certain killers is going to get like a certain look to themselves. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe like, say for instance, the Trapper, and it's just me guessing, y'all, don't take this to heart. Maybe Trapper could get like a special costume where he looks like Nemesis, maybe. Or a special costume where he looks like Mr. X or one of the tyrants. I don't know, but that's just me just throwing things out there. A lot of DLC stuff is coming from the Resident Evil game, so I'm looking forward to it. But the main thing I want to talk about is what they're going to do next. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers, this is reaching for the stars also, that we get a sneak peek or a little teaser at what is going to be coming next afterwards. Now, I finally did some brainstorming on what killers I would like to see in game. I haven't thought of no survivors at all because I think we all come to this game to play with the killers, but I've seen people just stick on survivors and survivors only. But the killers is what drags me into this game, so I'm gonna go on and knock out some ones just right off the rip, and you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, or we could just be like in the middle, because most of these killers I'm in the middle with. So first, Candyman. Candyman is supposed to get a movie. He is getting a movie. It's been rebooted. I've seen the trailer. I've seen all that. And it was supposed to come out last year, but it did not come out last year due to, a certain, virus that's plagued our world. So Candyman will be dope to see him. Tony Todd. I think his name was Tony Todd. The guy that plays Candyman back in the day. I think that's him. Anywho, I would like to see him in a game. A lot of people are all like, Candyman. Don't say it in your bathroom with the lights off in the mirror because bad stuff will happen. And if not him, we can get a Bloody Mary type character. And I thought the nurse was the Bloody Mary type character, but I'm like, I don't know. Give her a skin that's Bloody Mary. That'd be pretty dope. But out of the two, I would rather see Candyman instead of Bloody Mary, because Candyman's much dope. His little hook hand. You can use most of his powers from the movie can actually be transferred into the game. Like, his bee, I think it was his bees or wasp. His hook, that's his weapon right there, his hook. That's about it. That's all I can think of with Candyman. I just really want to see him in the game because he does fit the Dead by Daylight, mold. Type of play style in game. And the same thing goes from the werewolves from the Howling. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, werewolves? Nah, bro, that's too basic. We want something that's extravagant, that's just luscious. Well, not luscious, but we want something that's y'all know what I'm getting at. But if you ever seen the Howling, you'll understand why I want to see these werewolves and not just any other werewolf in this game. The reason being is the Howling is gory, it's bloody, it's gruesome, it's all types of disgusting, body horror, all that jazz. Watching these people turn into werewolves, chef's kiss, because It's amazing. I hope that later on down the line they do start using like classic horror movie monsters, because my next pick is pretty much was a teaser in the recent tomes, but tome 7, I think it's what it's called, tome. Yeah, I think it's called tome. But werewolves, yes, from the Howling, just not from anywhere though, just the Howling. Because think about it, they're little, when they do their memento mori, they were able to like rip apart people and tear them apart, and that fits the game perfectly. Rip out, tear their guts out. I know it sounds gruesome, it sounds nasty, but at the same time, it's just not that great. Now, my next pick, now bear with me on this one, ladies and gentlemen, because they actually did give us a sneak peek of this already. But if you haven't got to the tomes yet, or if you haven't got tome 7 yet and you haven't unlocked everything in this, it's kind of a spoiler. But then again, I don't think people really care about these type of spoilers. But the dude in the archive, I still haven't got his name yet, so I'm gonna call him the archive guy. He went to this castle, and when I saw a bat trying to gnaw out somebody's eye from out of their skull, then bats flew up against him, like flew towards him. The first thing that came to my mind is, oh my god, bro, we're getting Alucard from Castlevania? Nah, I'm playing. But Dracula. Then we got closer and we see this man sitting on dead bodies, pouring blood from a dude's skull into his chalice or his cup, and he starts drinking it. Come to find out, I had to get a good look at him, rewind it a couple times. I'm like, is that Vlad the Impaler? If you don't know who Vlad the Impaler is, I'll give you a little history lesson, because I don't think they teach this in school anymore, but when I was in school, they taught us this. Vlad the Impaler was pretty much Dracula. Matter of fact, I think his last name was Dracula, Dracule or something like that. But he is the inspiration to the monster we know as Dracula, due to the fact that he drank blood. He had twisted means of torture. Like this dude was fucked up. If you go watch some of his movies and watch his documentaries and read the books about him, the dude was kind of twisted in the head, but he was seen as a hero in his part of Bavaria, wherever Dracula lives. I forget it. Like I said, it's been a minute since I read up on his character. But a lot of people were all like, why are you using Vlad the Impaler? Why don't you use more notable killers like Jack the Ripper? I'm like, clearly you didn't pay attention in history class, because this dude came before Jack the Ripper, and this dude is more notorious than Jack the Ripper, because at least Vlad the Impaler, we know who he was, we knew what he looked like and all that stuff. I don't even think we know who Jack the Ripper is. Like, if Jack the Ripper was a male, a female, transgender, we don't know. All we know was Jack the Ripper was out here killing folks in Europe. So it's been interpreted different types of ways, because we just don't know who Jack the Ripper was. But that is my next pick, Jack the fucking Ripper. We don't know. So, and he's up in the air for anybody. He can be he can be a woman, a male, transgender, it doesn't matter. So he pretty much is free game. You can make him whatever at this point. So Deadbydaylight can actually do something about that. Now, what would we call him? Because we got the plague, the outlaw, not the outlaw, I think it was the outlaw, of the plague, the nightmare, all that stuff. The names they'll give, like the Candyman, that'll be it. That's his name, the Candyman. The wolf, it'd be the wolf, the wolf, or the werewolf, or the beast. Or then for Jack the Ripper, I don't even know what to say for him. The serial killer, I guess, because he was a serial killer. Then Vlad the Impaler, there you go, the Impaler or the Vampire, one of the two. But just to run off some more, just a quick shout out to, I want to say a quick shout out, just honorable mentions, because this video is almost to the end and I need to hurry up and get this video done. But Creature from the Black Lagoon, something like a Frankenstein monster would be pretty dope. Somebody said the Invisible Man. I'm like, bro, that's fucking cheating. Don't nobody want the Invisible Man. That's fucking cheating. Damn, I can't think of no other monsters. No more, like, people been saying something from The Conjuring. I'm like, nah, bro, we good on that one. We don't want no Conjuring. We already got the Spirit. That's good enough. That's pretty cool as it is right now. So I don't know. I could be missing monsters, but that's why I leave it up to you guys in the comments to, tell me what y'all want to see. Which monsters did I miss? What monsters and serial killers do y'all want to see? Hellraiser, Pinhead, the Xenobite. I think that's what they call it, Xenobites. I think that's what they're called. But anywho, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all checking out my content and all that stuff. More stuff is coming soon. I'm thinking about streaming Dead by Daylight on YouTube as well from now on, like doing both Twitch and YouTube. But it just solely depends on how I'm feeling that day. But other than that, guys, I love y'all. Hope y'all being safe. Peace.